Fasting, as far as I understand it, is just giving up something that distracts you from God. In about the 6th grade, I decided to go away from all sweets, which pretty much included like soda, candy, or desserts. And I did that for about 1 to 2 years. But for me, that wasn't really fasting, because that was something that was much more for me. And it really kind of took me away from God as opposed to making me closer to Him, because it was more about my appearance, and I got very wrapped in how I looked in comparison to other kids my age. So fasting isn't just about giving up food. And while giving up food can be something that is very spiritually beneficial, for me, it actually worked the other way. And my pride was distracting me from God. And I wasn't really aware of this until I heard a message about the story of Zacchaeus. And Zacchaeus is a very common story about the tax collector who worked in Rome, and he was very obsessed with money. And everybody he collected taxes from hated him. They thought he was like scum of the earth, dirt. That's how he's like described in the Bible. Everybody hated him. And one day Jesus was coming to town, and Zacchaeus decided to climb up upon the famous sycamore tree to try and see Jesus. And so he climbed up on top of the sycamore tree and like had an interaction with Jesus. And when he was up there on that tree, it was just him and Jesus. There was nothing distracting him. All that money and what people said about him, that he was dirt, that he was scum, didn't matter. It was just him and Jesus. And what Jesus said to him is, I want you to come and eat at my house today. He wanted Zacchaeus, even though everybody else hated him. He said, that doesn't matter, I want you to come and eat with me. And so I began to wonder, like, what is stopping me from being up on that sycamore tree and having an interaction with God where nothing else is distracting me? And I think I came to understand that it was my pride, that my obsession with myself was stopping me from having an interaction with God. And maybe like even if I was up on that sycamore tree, I wouldn't have noticed that Jesus was walking right in front of me because I was too busy looking at myself. So at that time, I just needed to spend less time on myself and more time with the glory of God. And whether that's reading my Bible or scripture, it was getting rid of the distraction of myself. So before you decide to fast, it's important to realize what is distracting you and to try and get rid of that.